How do I feel looking back on 25 years? I'm incredibly proud that we are still here as such a vibrant organisation.
We are a bunch of guys who literally learn the game by watching it on YouTube. And they get hit, and they're like, I wasn't ready for that.
The sense of camaraderie and seeing that continue off the field.
Whereas in the first few years, it was kind of like, this could fall apart tomorrow.
All is in readiness here. The stars are out. The big stage is here. The red carpet is rolled out.
Looking forward to this, as we like to say, a humdinger.
And the question is, can you teach old dogs old tricks? This is a rematch of last year's grand final between the two sides.
They made the grand final last year, now a rematch. It was a slugfest.
Every single player on that team is a weapon.
I'll tell you what, if that doesn't make the hair stand up on the back of your neck, you might want to check your pulse.
So, hang on to a partner. This is going to get rough and ready. The two best sides here at the Nationals, the dream rising to the top in Prince fashion. And these boys are going to get it on. Smash mouth in the middle. And a fantastic mark in front by the number 12.
For the air, Coleman went for it. Look out, here comes trouble.
Sportscast, Courage Boom Opera out of the middle. Everyone goes down and gets funky.
Saying, calm it down. We got this. Let's take some good marks. Let's play some clean footy. That's where we shine.
And the umpire says, I may need to shovel the scraper off the ground. Messiah says, give me that ball. And she took it away.
He tosses it to the Hammonds and the Gilmore and says, go after it, my daughters, and play footy.
Inexperienced, a little bit probably nervous and over anxious. You've got to keep it plugging away, it'll come.
Yeah, no big tackle put in there, but it was high, just a little high around the shoulders.
Taken by the 24 for Minnesota. Freeman in the score. Here's the number 23. He's taken, played on, shoots and scores! That is, we have some new kids on the block with regards to USAFL Nationals.
I love the fact that all these Americans love this sport.
Welcome again. We are coming to you from the Silver Lakes Athletic Complex in Norco, California, bringing you more of the USAFL's 2022 Nationals Tournament. I'm Bill Robert from Stateside Footy, and alongside me, a name that is heard very much in USAFL circles and has been for quite a long time, member of the USA Revolution, and he's been a long-time player, and actually, not just he's been a long player, but also his last name is one that is pretty familiarly mentioned in USAFL circles, because obviously you've got a sister too. Dan Sarbacker joins me here up in the booth. Dan, thank you very much for joining us today.
Thanks for having me. Pleasure to be here.
Well, tell us a little bit about your history with the league.
Yeah, I started back in 2002 and spent the early part of my career with the St. Louis club. Ended up having 12 years in total with the U.S. national side, 4 international cups. Retired from the national team after the 2014 International Cup, and been on staff since then, so still supporting the national team and the coaching staff, and just love being involved with the league.
All right, great. Right now we're going to be bringing you this Division I match between the Seattle Grizzlies and the San Diego Lions, which is about to start. They've just tapped it off, and here we go. Footy in action here on the ground. Cooper's Field right here at Silver Lakes, and the Grizzlies get it early there. Nice handball, and they're going to kick it right up the corner looking for a target, and oh, he is spoiled from behind just before he can get the ball. That was number 21 for the Grizzlies. That was Terrell Dowitz. That's what I get for not checking the name rosters ahead of time. I usually go over for pronunciations. This time I didn't, and I just get burned for it as the ball goes, basically stays in the midfield. And once again, we have that little type of formation there that I call part Aussie rules, part twister. As they get set to bring it back up. Ball goes up, Rucks go at it, and the ball goes to ground, and looks like Seattle tried to get it, but the ball just would not sit for them. trying to do a toe poke ahead. They can't do it. Another player's got it now, and he goes to ground. Basically just a big battle for the ball along the ground. And it's just toe poked ahead now by one of the Lions, but right into the hands of a waiting Seattle Grizzly. He gets it out, and here we go. Big kick there. And let's see, can they get somebody to it? No, they cannot, and it's marked. Intercept marked there by one of the Lions. He's going to kick it out wide to the near wing, and that is a nice sliding. Actually, did he take it? No, he didn't take it. I said almost a nice sliding mark there, but not quite there from Gabe Danton for the Lions. But now the Lions do have it in their forward. I'm sorry, the Grizzlies have it in their forward 50 now. That's number 65, and that is Tex Edmonds.
Yeah, a fair bit of the early play just between the 50s, but first forward entry there and resulted in a mark in the pocket.
Yep, and a scoring shot. We've got a behind now for the Grizzlies.
Teams just feeling each other out here. It's a fair bit of rain last night. I think the turf is in great shape, but still a lot of dew on the grass, so teams are still finding the handle on the football. A little bit greasy today.
Watch AFL scoreboard telling us now the Seattle Grizzlies lead this one behind 1-0, and the Lions trying to take it out right now. Handball goes up. Nice job there. Nice sidestep. He ducks it, gets out, and delivers a kick. Can he get it up to his attacking half? Grabbing it there. Nice job there, number 20 for the Lions. That is Kevin Abbott. And Abbott going after it again. Seattle trying to move on. He misses the kick, and I believe he is gone. That'll be a free kick. And the free kick going to the aforementioned Kevin Abbott. Kicks it inside, looking for a teammate, just knocked on out right there. And they bring it over, they put it right into Seattle hands. He is wrapped right up. The ball does go to ground. And right now the Lions just trying to toe poke it ahead. And it's going to wind up going out of bounds. We will have a boundary throw in the San Diego attacking half. First stages of this first half of action here between the Seattle Grizzlies and the San Diego Lions. And Grizzlies look to take it out, and they do have it now. Does a quick sidestep, slides a little bit, but is able to maintain his footing. He passes off now. That was a handball from Max Rennie to, I believe that was actually, you have to double check the number on that. But anyway, it goes down to the Lions defensive end now, and they're trying to move it out once again. Here we go. Handball goes off, just a little off target. And no one can get to the ball yet. Big fight for it there. A lot of desperation from both sides, actually, in that attacking half. And with it there for the Lions, that is number 18. That's Tony Ballas. And almost intercept mark. He couldn't just hang on to that there. Handball goes off, and he gets it to the boot, and it looks like that caught a hand on the way. It did get smothered, and the Lions will come out with it again. Kicking out and just going past the intended target. Can he get it? He did keep it in bounds. Nice job once again there by number 23. That's Gabe Denton. And got a whistle right in front.
Finally a rebound out of 50. Seattle had locked in pretty well there, and with the free kick here out on the full, looking like they're probably going to go right back in.
Excellent. All right, so Seattle's got the free kick now after that mark, right in the middle. And they're just going to launch it right there. That's in the number 93. That's Matthew Zappel. And marked inside 50. So they have a chance here for a long set shot.
Not that I can see the future, Bill, but right back into 50.
Yes, indeed. Nicely done. Nicely done. Zachary McKinney with the free kick there. And he does get the boot to it. I don't know if it's got the carry, but he's marked it right in front. No, did he? No, he couldn't hang on to it. It looked like he had it right in the forward pocket. Could not hang on to it, though. It rolls out of bounds. We'll have a boundary throw in. Still a good result if you're the Seattle Grizzlies. It's a throw in your left forward pocket. And up it goes again, and let's see, tapped out. Nice hit out there by the Lions. Can they move it out of their defensive half, though? They're trying to do that. However, Seattle's got it now. Handball goes off, goes back a little bit. He can't hang on to it. He gets it now. Another handball goes off. Another handball. That doesn't hit its intended target, and it goes back to ground now. Bunch of players going after it, and we've got a high tackle, and the free kick going to San Diego. High contact there in that pile.
A little bit of relief for the Lions here. Their defense has been holding up under pretty intense pressure in forward 50. Oh. Seattle hasn't been able to hit the scoreboard yet. We'll see if that matters later in the game.
Luke Ludeman not able to mark that, but he's able to pick it up off the ground afterwards, but the kick winds up going in his. Nice sidestep, but he can't get past the second one, but he does get the disposal away, so he doesn't get pinged. And he's got it back now. That's number 4 for the Grizzlies. That's Max Rennie. Going back there, and that's Tyrell Dalitz. We'll try that. And here we go now. Other way. Here come the Lions. It's Brendan Hausler who kicks it out to midfield. Now with it there, that's number 7. That's Jack Haw. And that one's intercept marked right at the 50. and it's going to be coming right back. Grizzlies going on the far wing. Take a mark there. Take another mark there. And another one there, so a nice little chain of possessions going on that side of the ground. And now they're going back to the middle, and that one is marked 2. That's number 10. That's Logan Brown. And he just plays on and delivers a big kick inside 50, and he can't mark it. He's spoiled, but then he gets it off the ground, and actually that did stay in play for quite a while, but then finally went out.
Nice sequence from Seattle to switch the ball all the way around the side. Then they got that inboard pass and gave him an opportunity to retarget the fat side towards Max DePina in the pocket.
So they still had the meters gained, plus they had the boundary throw-in in their own pocket, but question is, can they get it out of the contest now? Looks like, he is wrapped up just as he's about to get rid of it. And another handball right in front. Lions pick it up, and they just kick it out. Takes a hop, takes another hop. And, a couple of players go down, and ball's going to go out of bounds. We'll have another boundary throw in.
Gabe Denton.
Actually, no, I'm sorry. That was looks like a free kick. I think someone got legged. In fact, yeah, as the ball was going out of bounds, one of the Grizzly players got legged on his way out. So there we go. So the trip is paid, and the kick goes in deep. And let's see, is that out on the full? That looked like it might have gone out of the full. He was trying to find somebody close in front.
Sali Tayebji there with the free kick. Probably tried to thread the needle a little too tightly there into the pocket. He's a two-time All-World player for the Revolution. Obviously has the skills and the talent, but maybe was asking a bit much of that situation.
All right. Kick goes up the near wing now. Nice spoil there by the Grizzlies. That's Matthew Zappel. And the Lions able to move it up, though. Lions without a point so far. Grizzlies only have 1. And now the Lions have it. They've got numbers in front, and that kick is going right to the sticks. I think it's pushing left. How far left? And let's see here. That's going to be a point. So right now the scores are level. Looking at the Watch AFL scoreboard, it's 1 behind 1 for the Grizzlies, 1 behind 1 for the Lions.
Lions would have loved to have that for a major against the flow of play. Gabe Denton here on our close wing, number 23 for the Lions, has had a busy day under all the pressure, but he's had his nose over the football, racked up a few possessions. He got that up into forward 50 for the Lions, and not much of a miss narrowly, but they would have loved to have that for a major.
And the Grizzlies trying to take the mark on the kick in. Drops it, picks it up, but then gets wrapped up by 3 players right away, so it'll be balled up at San Diego's right half forward flank, I should say. And it comes out, and who's going to get the clearance here? Looks like it's going to be Seattle. Handball, here we go. Big kick. They've got a couple of players lined up. Can he get it? No, he cannot. As the spoil goes back towards the center square. However, he's got it now. He is wrapped up, and he is dispossessed, and literally had the ball just ripped right out of his hands. Nice job there. That was number 83. That was that's Ryan Milne.
Bit of a pickpocket, wasn't he?
Quite a bit, actually. And they look to tap it ahead once again. Grizzlies doing some nice defense, trying to keep it out of San Diego hands. And we've got another whistle. And I think with that, did he signal holding the man? It's a free kick going to Seattle. It was after a big pile, so it looked like I saw the umpire signaling holding the man. And let's see here. We've got another whistle. And it's a mark. It's been paid. And it's coming right back in. Big kick for the Lions. Can they get a target there? Intercept mark there, and then he is just railroaded from behind. And even if he didn't take the mark, he's getting the kick, the free kick for the pressure in the back. Just a quick side kick there out to Zappel. He marks it.
Defense is on display here early. A lot of entries into 50. Defense is flexing but not breaking.
On both sides. And that kick there, that is marked by number 24. That's Max DePina.
Max, another Revolution player. This might actually be his first touch. He had to come all the way back to halfback flank to get it.
And nice hit there for the Lions as it comes back to them now. And the kick comes up once again on the near wing right in front of our commentary position. Contest building, and Lions do get it. He's able to handball it out, and they do have an opportunity there right in front. He's marked it. Or no, they didn't pay the mark, but now he's dispossessed. And it's still going. I almost got hosed by the whistle from the other field, but not quite. And that's kicked in. That's going to be bending wide, and let's see, it's going to fall and stay in, but then it's knocked out. Knocked out there by Zappel for the Grizzlies.
Big contest here earlier, just a moment ago on the boundary. 3 Revolution players, Justin Valley, former Revo, actually going 1-on-2 against Rob Munn and Max DePina, and Justin came out better for it, kept the Lions going forward.
Nice. And it's actually a free kick going to the Lions. And let's see if they can hook that one in. That one is bending. Will it be bending enough? Let's see here. I do hear a smattering of applause.
Tough to see from our angle, but it looks like it stayed in play, paid the mark, and he played on.
Okay.
And maybe out on the full now.
All right, so it went across the face of goal, but then kicked out on the full, and now it's going to the Grizzlies. They'll be kicking from their own right back pocket. He gets the boot to the ball. Contest going up. Three Grizzlies go after it. No one gets it. Might have been a little bit of friendly fire there. And now the Lions with it, and he's going to put it back at a 50. Sees a target there, just lines him up, and he's got him now. And he's able to, almost able to get to the boot to the ball. He got it to the boot, so he did get the disposal. He just couldn't get any real effort on it there. And the ball falls back to midfield. A couple of Lions going after it there. And, oh, boy, shepherded off the ball there. That's a big hit there. I believe that was number 43. That's Justin Ortel for the Grizzlies. Big shepherd there as the ball goes back to ground. And Lions trying to work it back. We've got a free kick. And the free kick being paid to the San Diego Lions, number 10, that's Logan Brown. He gets it to the boot, puts it up in the far wing, and almost intercepted there by the Grizzlies, but then the bounce is favorable for the Lions, and they're able to move it, a couple of handballs, and now they kick it toward their 50 again. And a bit of work on the body there as he had the challenge from behind. That's Austin Cox, I believe, number 53.
Justin Valley with the entry into forward 50 here. That one was on a bit of a rope. Nice straight flat kick.
There's another one. Can he get it? Oh, no, he jumped up. But he's got some space if he can pick it up. He does. And now he's hauled down, and he's gone. That's ball. Free kick. Seattle.
Looked promising there for a moment. Had strung 2 kicks together. Looks like they were threatening, but ultimately ended up turning it over.
And kicking toward the far wing once again. They've got somebody right in space. He's able to hang on to it. And we were mentioning before how Seattle did a nice job chaining a few kicks together and moving it down the field pretty quickly. And they're halfway there now. They're kicking it right up the corridor. Who's going to get there first? It's actually going to jump, and it might take a Seattle-friendly bounce. Actually, big collision there. And there might be some trouble there because 65, that's Tex Edmonds. He did pull it under, but the ball did get loose. Edmonds in the thick of it once again. The ball does get loose once again. And trying to get it there, that's once again DePina. Kick comes out. Lions pick it up and sits right for him. He gets a quick handball off and sends his teammate away. Kick, near wing. Headed back into the Lions forward 50 area. And he is hauled down. And I think he might have gotten legged there. I think that was a low tackle. And so, okay, so that's gonna. I guess I thought it might have been a low tackle, but I think it got pinged for ball. So, kick is going to go to the Grizzlies, right in front of our commentary position. Almost intercept mark, goes off a couple of hands, goes out of bounds, and here comes the boundary throw in, pretty much right in front of us here. Shallow throw, hit out to advantage by the Lions, and they just get the quick kick off. However, the only person there is one of the Grizzlies there. That's number 31. That's Robert Munn. And he kicks it ahead now, and it's a line drive kick, but it went off hand, so it was not really a mark, but he's got it once again there. That's Max Rennie once again, and he kicks it into forward 50. Big contest there forming, and the Lions will take it. They'll turn it right back into attack. Kick coming back to the midfield, coming down, and marked right there. That's number 74. That's Robert Bridgman.
Again, the defenses keep holding. No one's been able to really put an impact on the scoreboard at this point. A lot of hard contests, but no one's been able to strike a major score.
Mm-hmm. Seeing a lot of action in the midfield too. Obviously, everyone in the engine room working up a sweat here, and we got a whistle, and we got a whistle now. I got hosed by one of the other fields again. It's funny. Yesterday, one of the first games we did, we heard a whistle and we stopped for a second, but then the players stopped and the umpire's like, "No, other field, keep playing." It's funny. But Lions get it off of that contest, off of that stoppage, and nice running mark right there by the Lions. That's number 5. That's Lucas Golson. And goes further into their area. Oh, nice spoil there as the Grizzlies were looking to take it out. And nice effort there. He stays with it, is able to get it, kicks it in, and gets it to a teammate there. That's Kevin Abbott once again. Was able to stay in the contest, keep his feet, and then when his opponent lost his footing, he was able to get back to the ball and kick it to his teammate there. That's Ian Koletsis, or Koletsis. Koletsis with a kick now. About a 45-degree angle. Chance for goal, and he sprays it right. Is anyone going to get, let's see. Is that a mark? Or did that go out? Actually, that went out, so that's a boundary throw-in. And Seattle has a bunch of players in there right now, but able to get a hold of it there. San Diego with a kick toward the goals. And let's see here. It's going to go across the face of goal once again and roll out of bounds, so it'll be another boundary throw-in.
This game's just begging for a hero to step up and slot a 6.
Absolutely. So the throw-in just in the shadow of the San Diego attacking goals, but then it goes and we've got another whistle. Let's see.
Well, high contact, accidental, I think. But
okay, yeah. But it looks like the Lions will get pinged for that. So the free kick going to the Grizzlies. Actually, no, I'm sorry. It's the Grizzlies getting pinged. Free kick will be going to number 53 for the Lions there, and that's, let's see here, 53. That would be Max Rintoff, or is it Rintour? Let's see, Max Rintoul, I'm sorry, that's an L. And he is able to get it. Nice kick across the body. Just snaps that one off, and bingo. First major score for either club. And now the San Diego Lions have hit the front. Checking the Watch AFL scoreboard, it is the San Diego Lions, 1 goal, 1 behind, 7 points. And the Seattle Grizzlies still at 1 behind, 1. Coming into this game, by the way, Seattle right now, they're 0-1-1. They have the tie that they got yesterday against the New York Magpies. San Diego 0-2, so obviously they're more in need of this win right now as far as a ladder position. If they can do that. So here we go now.
Bill, one of those mornings where a lot of hard work just hadn't resulted in many goals, so getting one is really important at this juncture.
Yeah, that's the thing. Any opportunities you get, just take advantage of them because you never know when your next one's going to come around. And so Seattle can't quite get the clearances. They've got a player knock out a tackle down there. Nice tackle, and who's going to get it there? The ball's not sitting for anybody. It's just rolling and running up, and it's kicked up the boundary, and it goes out. Still a good standpoint as far as meters gained for the Grizzlies as they got it more than half the way. In fact, they're back and they're attacking half of the ground now. Let's see what they can do on the ensuing throw-in. And it's taken by one of the Lions, and he is brought right down. And, oh, here we go. The Grizzlies have it. He is taken down. And let's see. Nope, still play on. And now the Lions trying to move out with it. And we've got a player down. He looks to be getting back up, but he is getting up slowly. And the Lions kick it along the boundary. And here we go. They're moving up the midfield once again. Here come the Lions. Oh, just stopping. Slowing a little bit, getting some more numbers in front of the footy.
That was Denton again. They seem to be linking up through him a lot on the flanks.
And here comes the San Diego club once again, trying to get it back in a forward 50. A couple of players tackled, goes to ground. It is finally kicked in the forward 50, but right into the hands of a waiting Seattle Grizzly. The kick was number 53 for the Lions. It's Max Rintoul once again, and he kicks it out, and there's going to be, oh, actually, let's see here, race for the ball right now. There's some speed. He's shepherded off the ball, but he's still able to maintain his feet and get there. And once again, just a nice job working his opponent, Kevin Abbott. And kick right in. Oh, he slides in, but he can't get it. It bounces into the hands of one of the Grizzlies. But it's going to go right to the Lions. Handball comes off, takes a hop. He's able to get it off that one hop. Takes a side step, sells a little bit of candy, and then delivers a kick into the forward 50. And that is marked. That's a beautiful grab there, and as soon as he turns around, I'll be able to tell you who it is. That's number 6 there. That's John Carpenter. No relation to the director, I'm sure.
That play all started out here, right in the wing in front of us, Bill. Just a foot race, and the San Diego Lion player actually just a small little hip and shoulder to give himself an advantage, collected that ball and popped it back up into half-forward flank, and that actually resulted in this second chance they got out of this.
Not just a second chance, but a second goal as that one goes straight and true right through the big sticks. And the San Diego Lions have gotten themselves another major score, and they add to their lead. As we consult with the Watch AFL scoreboard now, it is the San Diego Lions, 2 goals, 1 behind, and 13 points. And Seattle still stuck at 1 behind 1. Well, you were mentioning the midfield, but also that's a couple of times where we have seen that player, Kevin Abbott, where someone else, one of his opponents is trying to body him off the ball, but he's able to keep enough of his footing where he can go around and still get it when the Grizzly player kind of pushed himself out of position there.
Yeah, precisely. Got the points right on the siren. We talked about it early in the half there. Seattle had an enormous amount of pressure and was locking the ball into 50, but hadn't added the scoreboard pressure. And we asked the question, would that come back to haunt them a little later? And it appears it has.
Indeed. So we're at halftime right now after an exciting half of footy here. And we're, by the way, just mentioning we're on Go Live Sportscast today, and we were here yesterday, we're here today too. And if you want to tell people where to get in touch and watch the game, it's GoLiveSportscast.com or USAFL.com. At halftime, the Watch AFL scoreboard is telling us right now, once again, as we just mentioned, San Diego Lions, 2 goals, 1 behind, and 13 points. Seattle Grizzlies, 1 behind, 1. And since we have a little chance to chat here during halftime, one of the things that obviously you've been involved in the league for quite a while, and a little bit before the game we talked about the foundation a little bit. Tell us a little bit about the USAFL Foundation and this really ambitious fundraising effort they've done to try and be more, I'm trying to find the proper word here, autonomous with their funding.
Yeah, so it's the brainchild of Paul O'Keefe, Plugger O'Keefe, and you know, in terms of a gentleman who's contributed an enormous amount to the league over the years. I think he sees a long-term vision of sustainability and autonomy that the league can achieve. And if anything, COVID kind of showed the vulnerabilities that we have in terms of support from other funding sources, in particular the AFL. But if we can get to a point where we are self-sufficient and can fund the activities and grow the game that we see best fit within the states and support our athletes, I think that's what he sees the opportunity to do. And that fundraising, the way he's orchestrated it, that the principle will never get touched. We want to grow that. We want to use the yield off of that to fund the activities in the league. And so. Absolutely a long-term vision. It's a long-term play. We know it'll be a growth over a long period of time. But to support the continued involvement of athletes across the country, across men's and women's sport that are involved with Aussie Rules football is just a wonderful opportunity. And to kick that off in a big anniversary year with a ton of excitement around it is really fun for a lot of players past, present, and future.
Great. So the other thing with the foundation is they're having a big raffle today. It's, well, I've got it here as the USAFL raffle, but I'm sounding it out phonetically, so I'm calling it the USAFL raffle to make it rhyme. And the prize, it's actually a pretty cool prize there. 2 round-trip tickets from LA to Australia with a stopover in Fiji both ways. Not bad, if I say so myself. Not bad at all.
I think with the cloud cover we've had the last few days, everybody's probably dreaming of a sunny trip like that.
Yeah, that's true. By the way, the trip comes courtesy of our sponsor, Fiji Airways. Tickets are available at the merch tent. Just talk to Carrie. It's a chance for $10. 3 chances for $25, 10 chances for $50, and then if you want to cough up a C note, it's 25 chances to get you in that drawing for a nice round trip. Not just LA to Australia and back, by the way, but those stopovers in Fiji look pretty darn nice too. So a couple of other items too. There's going to be, I guess, a big group photo here that they're going to try and take. They're going to take here at 4 o'clock at Cooper's Field. So everyone is asked to come on down so we can see if we can get like a giant group photo here, get everybody involved. And also, balls are now for sale. We've actually got some footies in at the merch tent. I do not know what they cost, but you can ask the folks at the merch tent and they'll tell you.
Yeah, a bit of a callback to the early years of the tournament when it was a little smaller, fewer divisions. We had an easier time getting all the teams together for that all-tournament photo, but it'd be really awesome in an anniversary or 25th anniversary of the league this year to get a big photo with all the participants.
I think the title of the photo this year would be the USAFL in CinemaScope.
Yeah.
There are a lot of people here. I was hearing at the gala on Thursday night, the mention was something like 1,000 athletes are over here this weekend. And once again, this is the largest amateur Australian, actually the largest Australian rules football tournament of any kind in the world. We're talking the whole planet here. So.
And what a great facility here at Silver Lakes, just to have this great a surface, this many ovals in close proximity. You know, from where our vantage point is, just a little bit elevated, we can see all of the fields. The action here right in front of us has been hot, so that's where our attention's been. But certainly we hear the cheers and the whistles and the sirens from the other fields drifting over occasionally as well.
And the other thing is just from all the facilities where we've shot stateside footy episodes in the past and gone to nationals and things like that, we did have quite a bit of rain last night, and the drainage on these fields is terrific. I mean, you've got puddles in the parking lot, and it looked like some of the dirt roads out there got a little messed around. But I'm not seeing puddles. I'm not seeing splashing. Might see a little extra sliding on the ground, but the drainage on these grounds looks terrific.
Surface is impeccable. Players will have to just rely on a little bit of wetness for their excuses today.
There we go. So just about to get start half number 2, and once again, checking the Watch AFL scoreboard, it is right now the San Diego Lions 2-1-13 and the Seattle Grizzlies 1-1.
Really curious how the second half comes out. Big defensive battle in the first half. Of course, no points awarded for defense, but they certainly kept opposition off the scoreboard till San Diego hit twice late.
Well, you talk about 1%ers, and we saw a whole bunch of them in that first half. And here we go once again. They do get the tap, and San Diego does get the ball, continuing what they started in the first half. And will it sit for him? Can he get it? No, but crashes into a player trying to get it in. Let's see, handball goes out. San Diego does have possession. Oh, one of the Grizzlies tried to run through and pick it up on the fly. Couldn't do it. That kick going in toward the sticks, and that's quite a contest there. And Seattle coming out with it now. Takes a running bounce, and he's just going with it. He's just backing himself to do it. It's a kick off the ground. He picks it up and goes right down, and then another player picks it up. He was able to dispose of the ball, I guess. And let's see, we've got a whistle here. Is that one of ours? No, it's not. They're going after it once again, and gets kicked back up by San Diego. Goes through the corner, and big kick heading in once again to forward 50. They have somebody there. Oh, he can't get it as he has someone coming in. Then he's taken down. And the Grizzlies just look to a handball out of danger. However, he's surrounded right now, and he is just able to knock it on along the ground. But then he is wrapped up twice, and we might have ball here. It is. No, actually, he's. Oh, boy.
Held to the man. It's been hot since the balance of the second half. Wondered how this half would start, and a couple big collisions early. So players are keen.
So it would be balled out as the other player was judged to not have prior opportunity to do anything with the ball before he got wrapped up in the tackle. And Seattle's trying to get away with the clearance. Obviously, LA wants to keep it. San Diego wants to keep it in there, and that's going to bounce through. Oh!
Waiting to see the call here. Nope, it is a major. A couple players maybe had a chance just to get a fingertip on it, but
look in the dictionary under pinball shot, and I think that picture's going to show up.
A quick snap caught people off guard, and that maybe is the secret to scoring today. I think the execution inside forward 50 has been hampered by the wetness of the surface. Players haven't been able to take a clean mark, but defenders haven't been able to get out cleanly either. And so in that case, just a quick snap after picking up the footy was the way to go.
A snap, but then the ball just took some weird hops and got through everybody. You've heard the baseball term, a ground ball with eyes. That was a snap kick with eyes. Because it just evaded everyone and went through those sticks. So going back to the Watch AFL scoreboard, it is 3-1-19 now for the Lions, who have the ball once again out of the ruck, and still one behind one for the Grizzlies. And looks like they might have another shot here. He's got some space. Can he get it to the boot? He can. That's headed in, and intercept marked right in front. No, actually, he drops it. Loose ball in front, and he's got it now. Let's see here. That's number 5, and that's a big snap kick, and still in play there. That was number 5 for the Lions there. That was Lucas Golson. And see, that kick goes through, and I believe it was touched, but that's another point for the Lions.
Seattle under a fair bit of pressure here. They're weathering it as best they can. Gave up the 1 goal just here a moment ago, but they got to find a way to build out and get this back into their forward half.
Indeed. So right now the Watch AFL scoreboard telling us that the score is the San Diego Lions 3-2-20 and the Seattle Grizzlies 1 behind 1 as they look to kick it out. And that is intercept marked right at the 50-meter line by the Lions, and it's coming right back in. Kick delivering into 50 right now. The pack is forming, and he takes the mark. Another chance for goal for the Lions. And
so that's Justin Valley.
Okay.
That re-entry into forward 50 set up by that intercept marked off the kick out. Seattle wouldn't be happy with that. Their own kick out, and they can't even contest the possession.
It's one of the reasons I love having you up here, Dan. I'm looking for a number, and you recognize most of these guys because you played with them forever. So
one advantage of having been around this long.
Yeah. Help is greatly appreciated. That's a kick. It goes right in, and it looks like that's straight. And that'll be another one, another major score.
Justin's always been a big unit, a big target up forward, and he's always been a good straight kick as well. So you'd back him to score that 9 times out of 10, and he delivers.
So when this is a battle between the Kings of the Jungle and the Kings of the Forest, right now the Lions prevailing as we take another look at the Watch AFL scoreboard. It is now 4-2-26 for the San Diego Lions and still 1-1 for the Seattle Grizzlies.
The Lions exerting themselves a little bit here. Don't know if you'd exactly call those intercept marks and the mark inside 50 a contested mark, but they certainly weren't easy ones, but they're starting to execute.
And they look to get it out of the stoppage again, get the center clearance there. Not quite. Seattle looking to move it out now, and ball. So the Lions will get it. Does a little bit of a sidestep, and then he's pinged for ball. And they're going to, actually, nope, they're not going to call advantage. They're going to bring it back here.
Fair enough. Advantage probably was lost. He was hoping to get a little something going, and I credit him for that. Seattle needs to find a way to get forwards here. So transition of play. It looks like we may have an entry into 50 here. Goes the long route. Short kick to Sali Tayebji here, former current Revolution player. Sorry, and two-time All-World player.
He used to play with the Suns, didn't he?
That's correct.
Yeah.
Yep. Moved up to Seattle within the last few years.
All right. So here we go. Once again, a handball comes out, and he's got it once again. And let's see. It's a little bit of a hop there. Oh, it goes right past the on-rushing San Diego player. And Grizzlies with it now. That's in number 21 for the Grizzlies. And that is, whoops, hello. Thank you. That's Terrell Dowitz once again. And now the Lions have it.
Something nice what Seattle was trying to do there is actually spread out their opportunities, stretch the field a little with an opportunity to target a few players and get inside 50. The defense, though, from San Diego has been pretty suffocating here in the last few minutes, and Seattle hasn't had much of an opportunity to move the ball like they'd like.
One point, I was trying to check the roster to get the name, and all of a sudden the window minimized. And I'm stunned on the telecast all yesterday and today. You haven't heard me once say bleeping iPad. And we've got a bunch of whistles there, and what's going on out here? Looks like a free kick going to the Lions. And they're just going to kick it up the line, and he's marked it. So the Lions now going back into their attacking half, looking to add to this lead. They're already up by 25. And brought to ground. Grizzlies have it now. And there's a kick going up, looking for. Not quite getting their target as it goes off his hands. Ball going to the far boundary once again. Picked up by one of the Grizzlies. He is wrapped up, gets the ball off though. And here dispossessed, but he's able to run by, pick the ball back up, and kick it into forward 50. However, that is a beautiful spoil there. Number 84 for the Lions there. Actually, is that number 84? Thought I saw that. Might be a number I don't have here, but anyway, the Lions have it, and they kick it out, and it's going to come right back in as it's intercept marked by the Grizzlies. Midway part of this second half here, and right now it's been all San Diego Lions. Although the Grizzlies are trying to change that right now as they look to move back into their forward 50. And the ball's there, and it goes to ground. A couple players tied up, and they'll ball it up.
A little bit sloppy on the tackle there. He came in head on to the player with his head over his football, and that'll result in a free kick.
All right, so the free kick going to number 21 there. That's, once again, Terrell Dowitz. So they're setting up the mark. It looks like between 40 and 45 out. And he gets it to the boot. Don't know if it'll have the carry. Can they mark it in front? Ball goes over a bunch of players and then actually goes off of a bunch of players, but then taken by the Lions. He is wrapped up and taken down. Grizzlies have the ball once again in close. And he can get it to the boot. Can he get it on target? That looks pretty good. That's a goal. First major score for the Seattle Grizzlies. And they needed that.
Zach McKinney there, kind of a one-man show. That ball after the contested pack mark spilled out, and he came crashing pretty hard and scooped that right off the ground, was able to get it to boot. So solid effort solo in that case.
Yeah, we've seen some great effort. Team like doing passes, and doing very nice ball use, moving from player to player, going up the ground. But sometimes you just have to back yourself and say, okay, I'm just doing this. And right now the score on the Watch AFL scoreboard, still 4-2-26 for the San Diego Lions and for the Seattle Grizzlies now that they have their first major score. It's 1-1-7. And they toss it back up. The rucks go up, and it's going down. Lions trying to get the center clearance. Not quite, but they do finally get it. And here they go now. Handball goes out. into space. Another player wrapped up, and it looks like it's going to be stopped right there.
Moving the ball by hand's been a big ask with the wetness. Again, just a fair bit of dew on the surface. The turf's held up really well, but the surface is a little wet, and it shows. There's a lot of little fumbles and been a lot of contests that maybe wouldn't have occurred otherwise in drier conditions.
As the Lions have it once again in their attacking half, and a couple of Grizzlies there, but one of the Lions has it now. He's got some space. He gets the kickoff. I think it might have been pushed wide. It did. It was pushed to the left, to the right rather, and that's going to be another point. The kick, I believe, was from number 5 there. That's Lucas Golson.
Fatigue's starting to show up a little bit. This is day 2 of the tournament. Both of these teams hard-fought battles yesterday, so a little more walking than you'd expect at this point of the day, but I think both these teams coming into the morning probably without a chance to advance.
As they take the kick in, Grizzlies try and mark it. They can't do it. The ball goes to ground. Grizzlies do have a chance. He's got some space. He's able to pick it up. He gets it to the boot. Can he get it to a target? And let's see, no, it goes off his hands, right into the hands of the line, but that kick's smothered. And the Lions move it ahead once again. That's number 30 there. Some nice defense from him there. That's Maxwell Poor.
Fantastic second effort from McNaughton there. Went up strong for the mark. Ball ended up spilling just again, a little slippery, but he came right back with a smother and gave him a second chance.
Action in front of our commentary position there as the Lions kick it back into their forward 50. However, the only numbers there around the ball are the Grizzlies, but it takes a weird bounce and they can't get it, so one of the Lions is in there now. It's 1 Lion, 3 Grizzlies, and the Grizzlies still have it. A couple of handballs go out, and here we go. He's got some space now. Puts on the Jets. And kicks it. One of the Lions almost had it, but it went off his hands. He's able to get it to the boot. It's coming back now, and let's see. That is marked. That's Saleh Taibji. And he kicks it into the middle, and here we go. Now the Grizzlies taking it up the corridor. That is marked as well there by number 17 for the Grizzlies. That would be Akiva Gebler.
Seattle linked up there. Through McKinney again, Taibji on the mark on the halfback and linked up through McKinney through the middle. Just in the last 2 minutes, they've really come to life, actually. They're hitting targets. A few marks, targeted the corridor a couple times, and here they are with a scoring chance.
There we go. This should be about 30 to 35 out. Pretty much almost straight on. He's taking his run up. Gets it to the boot, and that's going to come in kind of low, and it's going to be taken by a couple of players from the Lions. But nice job trying to keep it in there by the Grizzlies, but the Lions are going to come out with it now. They are free, and they do have the kick going up the boundary. Question is who's going to get to it first there. I think it's going to be the Grizzlies, and they're going to turn it right around. He can't hang on to it, though. And it stays in play right now. Now it goes out of bounds. And we'll have another boundary throw in right at the wing on the far side of our commentary position over by the league tents, and comes down. No clear victor yet, no clear ball winner, and looks like the Lions have it now. They'll handball it, and here we go again. He's got some space to run, and he does get a nice kickoff. However, goes right. Oh, actually he can't hang on to the mark, and then he goes down going after the ball. Bunch of desperation there. Knocked on ahead, and we've got a whistle, and that's going to be a free kick going to Seattle after that whole bit of activity there. And that's kicked out to the wing. He's got it, and they're bringing it back up now. And Taibji's got it now. He gets it to the boot. And the lone Lion standing there is able to mark it. So it's going to just come back around once again. And the Grizzlies are getting it to forward 50. It's just the Lions aren't letting him keep it there. And meanwhile, the Lions, when they get into forward 50, they're making the most of their chances, which is why, obviously, they're leading right now by 26 points. Lions again. Handball goes off, picked off by one of the Grizzlies. He's going to run around in space, make himself some room, and nice spoil there by the Lions. That's number 30 there with that spoil there. That's Maxwell Poor. We just called his name before. But the Lions do have it now. Takes a hop. Oh, goes right over his head. But he's got another player coming in with pace, but the ball just didn't sit for him. It's one of the things with this Aussie rules footy, especially if you've got any moisture on it. Sometimes it can be a little difficult to pick up. That is marked, though. Nice job there, running marked. And can they get it inside 50? Loose ball. Big collision there. And I think we're going to have high contact and a free kick.
Some desperation from the full forward, but
probably
probably had hands in the back and then immediately into a high contact, and San Diego's letting him hear about it.
Looks like desperation has turned to frustration. And we got a player down here.
Feeling it a little bit after the extracurriculars. You don't really like to see that. Players need to behave themselves a little bit. Good, hard, fair contest. We're seeing a little bit of chippiness here.
Seen that a lot in my days calling hockey. If it turns out to be a one-sided score, sometimes the other team starts to take exception a little more.
Heading into the restart here, I think San Diego's defense has held really well. Seattle's been probing, but not able really to crack it like they'd like.
So the Lions will have the free kick, and they'll move it right back out. Kicking to the near wing. Almost intercept marked there by the Grizzlies. Lions do have it now. Nice handball, and he's going to just bring it up the boundary. Can he get it there? It goes right into the hands of Taibji for the Grizzlies. And it goes past the player, and the Lions have it once again. Handball goes out. He gets it to the boot, but that's a nice smother there. The smother by number 10 there. That's Zach McKinney, and that goes out of bounds. Looks like we'll have a boundary throw in.
Yeah, big fly by McKinney earlier to make a contest. He ran from a long ways away to get there and make that contest, and ball up here on the boundary.
And that's one of the things I've been seeing the last couple of days. Obviously, you've got the kicking, you've got the scoring, but also just these 1%ers. They're so important and can really help with the flow of a game.
Max Rennie's gotten a lot of the football. He's involved in contests there, and 1, 2, 3 in a row, and just been hard to break through packs, hard to crash through with the ball. It gets dispossessed easily, as slippery as it's been.
All right, ball goes back up and hit out. Not to advantage though, as the Grizzlies did take the Lions hit out.
There's Rennie again with another possession and a forward entry.
Up goes right past the player they had down there. I think that was Dalitz once again. And we've got a mark, and it's coming out this way. And nice spoil from behind, but he's able to pick it up off the ground and get the delivery inside 50. He's got an open man, and he's got him. That's number 5 once again. That is Lucas Golson, who's going to line up from about, I'd say, 40.
More than one player on both sides with hands on knees, sucking wind. So a couple of hard contests. Again, that fatigue setting in a little bit. It's been a hard battle this morning.
Coming up after this, by the way, we'll be bringing you the Division I match between Austin and Golden Gate. The winner of that one, both teams 2-0 right now. The winner of that one advances to the Division I Grand Final against the Denver Bulldogs, who won earlier this morning. And that's a big kick. That has got the carry. Does it have the aim? It most certainly does. 2 fingers, 6 points, and a bigger lead for the San Diego Lions. Once again, turning our attention to the Watch AFL scoreboard. It is now 5-3-33. And still 1 behind 1 for the Grizzlies.
I think that's probably going to get him over the line. Talking earlier, though, Bill, you mentioned the next match coming up. How tantalizing is that?
Oh, that's going to be a huge match. Both these teams are powerhouses.
And with winner of the opportunity into the grand final.
And of course, it's funny because you looked over there and in one of the runner jerseys they're running water is Mason Cox, who obviously plays for the Collingwood Magpies. He's got a brother on this squad, Austin. He plays for Seattle, and he also has a brother who plays for Austin, Nolan, who will be part of this too. But I still find it's mildly ironic that his brother Austin doesn't play for Austin. So Austin doesn't play for Austin, but the one who is in Austin plays for Austin.
I'm compelled to ask you who's on first.
I was to say, the whole thing might get Austin translation, but anyway.
Looking forward to that match. You love seeing that one on Sunday morning really matter like that.
Absolutely. It's, as Brian Barish calls it, Championship Sunday, as that ball is intercept marked once again. Grizzlies trying to deliver it inside 50, and the Lions saying, no, you do not. Nice intercept mark coming right back, though.
That's McKinney again, really strong in the air. He played on immediately. Oh, maybe a little bit too eager. Sprayed it off the side of the foot, but it might turn out okay for him.
And he kicks it in toward the sticks, and that looks like, actually, that might go. Let's see. Nope, just a point.
Really good individual effort from McKinney on the boundary here. I know his kick let him down a little bit, but
didn't have enough bend to it.
it sprayed right over to a teammate. So fortunate luck, and they still had a chance out of it.
So it's now 1-2-8 for the Seattle Grizzlies on the Watch AFL scoreboard, and it's 5-3-33 for the San Diego Lions. And ball goes through everybody. Another one of those footies with eyes. But here we go now, punched ahead, and he's got it. That's one of the Grizzlies there. That's number 18 there. That is Tony Ballas. And he was just balling there. But the Lions were able to pick it up. Now, actually, he can't pick it up. That's number 88 for the Grizzlies. Let's see. I'm sorry, that was that's not Ballas. I'm sorry, it's I had the wrong club there. That's Nicholas Woodruff. My apologies there.
Pretty aggressive tackle there just after the whistle blew. Looks like, is that Max on the ground again?
Let's see.
Boy, he's had his nose in a lot of stuff today.
Yeah, and
Max
Grizzlies with another kick inside 50. And big contest forming, bunch of players going up, nobody coming up with it though as the ball goes back to ground. And now we got a pile. And, pinged, holding the ball. I think he might have pulled it under. In which case you will be penalized. With it there for the Lions, now number 53, once again, Max Rintoul. And, he's able to mark it. He got hit by a defender, but is able to keep his hands on the ball. Nice concentration there by Bradley Walsh for the Lions. There we go, full time. This game is over. And the San Diego Lions do get their first win of the tournament, so they end up at 1-2. Seattle at 0-2-1. Final score on the Watch AFL scoreboard, the San Diego Lions, 5 goals, 3 behinds, and 33 points. And for the Seattle Grizzlies, 1 goal, 2 behinds, and 8 points. And that'll do it for this game here, this Division I matchup here from the Silver Lakes Athletic Complex in Norco, California. I'm Bill Roberts from Stateside Footy. Joining me from the USAFL for this one, Dan Sarbacker. Try that again. Take 2. Slap. Dan Sarbacker is with us. It's what happens when you try and talk 200 miles a minute. Sometimes just all the words don't want to come out right away. But Dan, thank you so much for joining us, adding your information, your perspective. It's been a pleasure.
Thanks, Bill. Thanks for having me, and thanks for all your contributions to the league over the years.
Thank you. And once again, one last look at the scoreboard, the Watch AFL scoreboard, which they just blanked, but it's a 5-3-33 for San Diego and 1-2-8 for Seattle. Coming up next, we've got a huge one here. It's the battle for the trip to the grand final, basically. It's the Austin Crows going up against the Golden Gate Roos. Winner takes on the Denver Bulldogs in the Division I Grand Final, which we'll have for you later on today.
Grab your coffee quickly. Use the restroom fast. That one's going to be a barn burner. You don't want to miss it. And if you haven't tuned in yet, now's the time.
And if you need to refill your popcorn, do it now, because this one's going to be a classic. All right, Dan, thank you so much. You are watching the USAFL Nationals 2022 right here on Go Live Sportscast. We'll be back with more, so by all means, aside from the bathroom and getting popcorn, don't go anywhere.